Layout of business letter. First, heading. See on the screen. Heading means contains the name, address, telephone number, fax number, email ID, website, CIN of the company, etc. It is that part of business letter which introduces the sender to the receiver. Correct? Usually, printed letterheads are used. Then, next, date. It is very important. Date is written on the right hand side of the letter just below the heading. Date includes date, month and year on which letter is typed. Letters without date are incomplete. Letters without date are incomplete. Date is very important as letter acts as a legal evidence. Then next, reference number. It is written on left hand side below the heading. Reference number is given to have quick reference to the matter concerned. Reference number is a number or word used by the letter writer. Every outgoing letter is given reference number. Next point is inside address. Inside address, it contains name, address of the receiver of the letter. It is written on the left hand side of the letter. For personal names or firm's name, that is Messrs is used. In personal names, Mr., Shri, Mrs. or Srimati are used. And for firms, Messrs is used. Then subject. It is written in brief as sub, that is SUB. It shows the purpose of the letter. The reader gets the idea of matter of the letter without reading the letter completely. It helps to send it to concerned section or department, and quick filing is possible. Sometimes reference lines is also written to give reference of advertisement or documents, etc. Then salutation. Salutation is greeting from the writer to the reader. It creates favorable impression on the reader's mind. It appears on the left hand margin below the inside address. Dear sir, dear madam. Then body of the letter. Dear sir, dear madam, or respected sir, yeah, respected madam also. Correct? Then body of the letter. It is the most important part of the business letter. It contains actual message for receiver of the letter. The message should be divided in paragraphs. First paragraph, it introduces the subject or matter. It should be brief but effective. It should create interest in the mind of the reader to go through the contents of the letter. Then main paragraph. In main paragraph, it contains the main message of the letter. It is the heart of the letter. simple language, clarity, and correctness should be reflected in the message. Brevity is the soul of a letter. Closing paragraph. It is concluding paragraph. It should be written carefully so that the desired action to be taken by the receiver of the letter. Then next point is complementary clause. This is concluding part of the letter. It is written below the body of letter on right hand side. It shows polite end of the letter. It should match the salutation. For example, yours faithfully. Then signature. It is final part of the letter. The authorized person signs below the complementary clause. A letter without signature is incomplete and invalid. Below the signature, the name of the person and his or her designation is written. The person who signs is responsible for the matter written in the letter. Correct? Then enclosure. It includes documents, checks, etc., which are attached with the letter. It is shown by the word ENCL, that is enclosure, which is written on left hand side. If documents are more than one, it should be numbered and attached serially. It helps the receiver to check the documents. For example, copy of board resolution, a specimen signature of 2 directors. Correct? Then next, the carbon copy notation, CC. If the copy of the letter is to be sent to the other person at the same time, it is shown by 2 alphabets, that is CC. It is written below enclosures on the left hand side. Correct?